Hello, everybody, and welcome to another English class. I hope everybody's doing okay. I hope you're all staying safe, staying at home. All right, but I hope you're all studying your English. Anyway, let's continue with today's class because it's Wednesday. Okay, so today's class is going to be mainly listening. Okay, mainly listening. So we won't be taking many notes in the notebook today, all right? So just mainly listening. Now we've got one listening activity to do in the pupils book and another one in the workbook. All right. Now, with listening, the main thing is practice. Okay, practice, because that's the only way. That's the only way we can train our ear, right? It's just by practicing and practicing and practicing. Okay. Now, the listenings we're going to do today are similar to listenings that we find on the official Cambridge exams, okay, either PET or first certificate. All right, so it's important that we get the right techniques so that we can answer the questions as best we can. All right, so let's begin. All right, so let's open our pupils book and we're going to go to page 62, okay, which is this page here. All right, this page. All right, so now the unit is about fashion still. All right, so it's going to be based on this. It's got a couple of questions for you to think about. Who usually pays for your clothes? Okay, well, I assume for most of you it would be your parents. Okay, who pay for your clothes. Some of you might buy clothes with your own money. Have you ever saved your money to buy something special? What was it? Have you ever saved money to buy something special? Myself personally, I saved money to buy a guitar one time. Saving money is when basically you get money and you don't spend it, you keep it and you build it up until you have enough to buy the thing that you really want. Okay. So have you ever saved your money to buy something special? Probably not. Okay. But if you have, what was it? Okay. Something to think about. I know I'm asking you these questions and you're there at home and you feel silly just answering the questions there on your own, but you can at least think about the answers. Okay. Anyway, so let's proceed with the listening. Now, we have little tips here that tell us what we need to do. Okay, so let's read. So it says listening for the main idea. All right. It says you don't need to understand every word in detail to know what a speaker is saying. Often you only need to understand the main idea, message, or topic, point, or purpose of what you hear. Okay. So the main thing is when you do hear the audio, okay, if you don't understand everything, don't panic, okay? We're listening for the main idea, right? The idea is to answer the question, all right? Listen right to the end of somebody speaking to identify the main point or the overall message, okay? So it's important that you don't just hear a word, some key word in the answer, and then think, all right, there we go. And then you mark your answer before they finish talking. Listen to everything, okay? Listen to the whole thing before you make your answer, okay? So now we're going to do a little activity. Okay, we're going to listen and decide which speaker. Right, we listen to 4 different speakers. Which speaker talks about a problem he or she has? Okay, so a problem they have. Which speaker has a reason for doing something? Which speaker has a plan for the future? And which speaker has a request? Talks about a request to someone, so asking somebody to do something. Okay. So just put 1, 2, 3, or 4. Okay, speaker 1, speaker 2, speaker 3, speaker 4. All right. So one that has a problem, one that has a reason for doing something, one that has a plan for the future, and one that has a request to someone. Let's listen and do the exercise. Okay.
Unit 6, Listening, page 62, Exercise 2. Speaker 1.
I know you're probably busy, but I'd really like you to help me with the shopping this afternoon. I hope that's okay.
Speaker 2. I don't know what to do. I bought this dress and it's too big for me, but I haven't got time to find something else for the party. Speaker 3.
Mike has just broken his computer, so he's gone to the shop. I'm not sure how long he'll be.
Speaker 4.
I'm going to work at home all day tomorrow, but you can call me if you need me.
Okay. Good. Did you get all the answers? All right. If not, just go back, pause the video, go back and listen again. Okay. So, which speaker had which problem? Okay. So speaker 1 or speaker 2, okay, is the one that had a problem. Speaker 3, the reason for doing something. Speaker 4, a plan for the future. And speaker number 1 was a request. Okay. Now we can tell these things based on a few phrases. Okay. For example, we know somebody's going to have a plan if they say, I'm going to do this. Okay, so that's a plan. Okay, and the one that had a problem, I think she started off and she said, I don't know what to do. Okay, now you can hear the phrase, I don't know what to do, and you think immediately, there's a problem. Okay, so little phrases like this can help us. All right, how do we do? 100%? Great job, guys. You guys are brilliant. Good. All right, now just to look at the structure of this listening, okay, let's have a look here. It says, before each question, you will read a sentence which tells you who the speakers are. For example, you will hear a customer talking to a shop assistant. The next question tells you what to listen for. Underline the key words in the question. For example, what does the customer say the problem is? Okay. After the question, there are 3 choices for your answer, A, B, or C. You must choose only one. As you listen, focus on the information that relates to the words you've underlined in the question, and then choose your answer. Okay. So basically, with any listening, the most important thing to do first is to read the questions, okay, so that you have an idea of what they're going to be talking about, okay, and also you can think what information you need to listen to, okay, right? So, and you also need to pay attention to the situation, all right? So listen carefully to the situation and then listen carefully to the question, all right? So here we have our questions for our listening. Okay, so we have 5 multiple choice questions. All right, and what we're going to do first is we're going to underline the keywords. Okay, so you can have a look and do this yourself. All right, you can pause the video if you like. All right, but let's have a look. Let's underline keywords only in the questions. Okay, so I'm going to say here, what's the problem with the trousers? Okay. Also, you can read the answers and just check you understand, all right? They aren't big enough, they aren't the right color, they aren't the correct length. All right, let's look at the next one. You'll hear a girl, Macy, talking to her father. What does Macy want to do later? Okay. Good, and then we have play the piano, go out with their parents, or finish schoolwork. Let's look at number 3. You'll hear a mother talking to her son about her holiday. What does she want her son to do? Okay, so I'm going to put, what does she want her son to do? Okay, now I'm just underlining the keywords that I think, okay, but obviously you can underline whatever keywords you think are necessary. All right, you'll hear, let's look number 4. You will hear 2 friends talking about their weekend plans. Why is the boy happy? Why is he happy? He likes making campfires, he enjoys swimming, he loves having his dog with him. And the last one, you'll hear a boy talking to his friend. What does the boy need to buy? Okay, so what I've done here is I've underlined the keywords in the question, okay? So I know and I have a better idea of what I'm trying to listen for, all right? So now that you've done this, you should have a good idea of what to expect, all right? Now, again, read through the answers and check that you understand the different ones, okay? And, okay, a couple of other things to remember, all right? Now, we have to listen to the answer that make sure that we answer the question correctly. Okay. What we can't make the mistake of doing is just listening for certain keywords, and when we hear the keyword, just put the answer with that word. All right, that's not what it's about. You have to understand what they're saying. All right, and answer the question that they say. Okay, so and you have to remember that a lot of the times when you're hearing the audio, when they're speaking, they will talk about all the options that you have. So they will mention all the 3 things in the options, okay? But only one of the things that they mention is the answer to the question, okay? So you have to remember that they are trying to trick you, right? They want to see if you're paying attention, okay? You have to pay attention. All right. They will talk about all the things in the answers, but there's only one which is correct, okay, which answers the question. Okay. So remember this when we're doing the listening. Okay. Are you ready? All right. So for each question, choose the correct answer, okay? Let's begin. Okay. All right, now I will put the audio, okay, this one, I'll put it with the text as well, all right, just to give you a little bit of help, all right? You have your books with the questions in front of you, okay? This is just me on the computer. All right. Anyway, let's listen, okay? Listen and choose the correct answer.
Unit 6, Listening, page 62, exercises 3 and 4. 1. You will hear a customer talking to a shop assistant. What's the problem with the trousers?
I'd like to return these boys' trousers, please.
Okay, can you tell me why? Are they too small?
I'm afraid my son needs blue ones. I didn't realise until I got back home and my son told me.
Okay.
2. You will hear a girl, Maisie, talking to her father. What does Maisie want to do later?
Maisie, can you come and help me with the cooking?
I can't. I've got to finish my homework.
You can do that later while Mum and I are out.
But I've saved that time for practicing the piano. It's important.
Oh, I see. Okay.
3. You will hear a mother talking to her son about their holiday. What does she want her son to do?
Oh, goodness, come on. Why aren't you ready?
I am. I've just given the cat some food and finished packing.
Well, your sister put her clothes in her suitcase last night. I need you to put the luggage in the car.
Okay. Give me 5 minutes and then I'll help you.
4. You will hear 2 friends talking about their weekend plans. Why's the boy happy?
Let's go camping by the lake this weekend.
Yes, sure. As long as I don't have to light the fire or put up the tent.
I'll do that. And we can go swimming in the lake.
Okay. I'm really pleased that I can bring my dog. I miss him when he can't come with me.
5. You will hear a boy talking to his friend. What does the boy need to buy?
I can't wait to start playing badminton. I wasn't sure what racket to get, so I asked the coach, and he said he would lend me one to try before I spend any money. I have already got some good trainers, so all I need now is the team's shirt, and then I'll have all the kit.
Okay. Very good. Did you manage to answer all the questions? Good. All right. Now, you can pause the video, okay? Go back and listen again, all right? Because in the exam, you do get two tries to listen, okay? So you can go back and listen again, all right? And then make sure that you've got all the correct answers, okay? All right. All finished? Let's correct. Okay, so number 1, what's the problem with the trousers? They aren't the right color. Number 2, what does Macy want to do later? Play the piano. Number 3, what does she want her son to do? Help put things in the car. Number 4, why is the boy happy? He loves having his dog with him. And number 5, what does the boy need to buy? The team shirt. Okay? So hopefully you got all the correct answers. All right. Now, before we move on, I just want to point out, just want to look at sort of the dialogue for question 2 here. It says, Macy's talking to her father. What does Macy want to do later? All right. And we'll just look in the text because I want to show you an example of how they mention all of the options. Okay. So it gives us 3 options. What does Macy want to do later? All right. Play the piano, go out with her parents, or finish some schoolwork. Okay. So Dad says, Macy, can you come help me with the cooking? Macy says, I can't. I've got to finish my homework. Okay. Now she said, so she mentions this, but that's not what she wants to do later. Okay. That's not what she wants to do later. And so Dad says, you can do that later when Mom and I are out. She says, but I've saved that time for practicing the piano. It's important. I've saved that time for practicing the piano. So that's what she wants to do later. Okay. So that's an example, all right, of how they can trick you. Okay. So something to pay attention to. Okay. Anyway, how do we do? 100% again. God, you guys are incredible. All right. So now that we've finished that exercise, okay, we can go back and now we're going to have some more practice, okay? And we're going to go to our workbook, okay? To our workbook. All right, now in our workbook, we should be on page 48, okay? And we're up here at the top, all right? So listening, okay? And we have a listening exercise similar to the one that we've just done, okay? So 5 multiple choice questions, all right? Now it has a little warm up for us as well. Okay, so let's have a look. It says, read the question and underline the keywords. Listen to the conversation and choose the correct answer. Okay, so just one to practice. Let's underline the keywords. Say, what happened to the boy's wallet? Okay, now a wallet is the thing that we use to keep the money. All right, we have our money and our cards in our wallet. All right. So what happened to the boy's wallet? Yeah, we have the options. He lost it. The driver took it. His granddad gave it to him. All right. Let's listen and find out.
Have you found your wallet, Aaron?
Yes, I have. It was on the bus. The bus driver found it under a seat. I'm really lucky. My granddad gave me that wallet, so it's really important to me.
I'm really glad you found it.
Okay. So here we have the dialogue here. All right. Did you get the answer? Did you get the answer? The answer is... Okay, he lost it. All right, he lost it. Good. Now, here we have the dialogue from the conversation. Now, what was it that told us that he had lost it? Okay. She says, have you found your wallet, Aaron? He says, yes, I have. It was on the bus. Okay. So the first clue here, have you found your wallet? Have you found your wallet? Right? You only find something if you lose it. All right. He says, yes, I have. It was on the bus. The bus driver found it under a seat. Okay. And he says the bus driver found it, which is different to the driver took it. He didn't take it. He found it. Okay. So it was lost. Okay. So again, with the word find, right? Have you found your wallet? The driver found it. Okay. And then, but then it also mentions the other things, right? So it tries to trick you with the answers. The driver took it, okay? Because it says the driver found it. The driver didn't take it, he found it. And he said his granddad gave it to him, all right? Which he does say, my granddad gave me that wallet, right? So it's true, but that doesn't answer the question. The question was, what happened to the boy's wallet? Okay? What happened to it? Okay? So little things like this can help us get the correct answer. All right. So let's try another listening, all right? So once again, all right, first thing we do, we read through all of the questions, okay? And let's highlight the keywords, all right? So let's have a look and check that we understand the answers. You will hear a boy, Ben, talking to his mother. What does she want Ben to do? Okay. What does she want Ben to do? Buy cheaper sports kit, stop playing football, or take better care of his boots? All right. Number 2, you will hear a shop assistant talking to a customer. What is the customer not allowed to do? So what is the customer? I'm just going to put all of this not allowed. Customer's not allowed to do something. Okay. Return clothes, take more than 5 pieces of clothing to try on, or try on the red t-shirt. Number 3, you will hear 2 friends talking about a shirt. What does the girl tell the boy to do with the shirt? Okay, she tells him to keep it, not to return it to the shop, or change it for one that is the same. Number 4, you will hear a customer in a shoe shop. What is the problem with the shoes? Oh, sorry. What is the problem with the shoes? They're too small. She doesn't like the color. The style isn't attractive. All right, and you'll hear 2 friends talking about a jacket. Why is the boy wearing a jacket? Why is the boy wearing a jacket? Okay. Now, you underline the words that you think are key, all right? Because it's however you like to understand it, all right? So, but make sure, okay, that you have an idea of what they're going to be talking about and what you are trying to listen for, all right? If you know what you're listening for, getting the answer is easy, okay? All right, so are you ready? Let's try this exercise, okay? So same thing again. All right, we'll listen. Now this time, okay, I'm not going to put the text, all right? You just have to listen on your own. Okay, you'll be fine. Are you ready? Let's go.
1. You will hear a boy, Ben, talking to his mother. What does she want Ben to do?
Ben, are those the boots you got when we went shopping last month?
Yes, Mum. They're a bit dirty now. I wore them to play football in the park yesterday, but they're really comfortable.
They're covered in mud. You should look after them, Ben. They were expensive.
I know.
2. You will hear a shop assistant talking to a customer. What is the customer not allowed to do?
The changing rooms are over there on the right. You can only take 5 items in with you. If you give me the red t-shirt, I can keep it for you. Try the blue one on first, and if it fits, then you can choose the colour you like best.
3. You will hear 2 friends talking about a shirt. What does the girl tell the boy to do with the shirt?
I'm taking this shirt back to the shop.
Why? It fits well and it looks great. And red really suits you. You should keep it.
But there's a hole here in the sleeve.
Oh, well, don't ask for your money back. Get the same shirt if they still have it in your size.
4. You will hear a customer in a shoe shop. What is the problem with the shoes?
I like these shoes very much. They're a pretty style. I'm usually a size 37, but these hurt my feet. I think I need to try on a 38. I'm sure they'll fit perfectly. Oh, and can I try them on in black too? These brown ones are nice, but maybe black would be better.
5. You will hear 2 friends talking about a jacket. Why is the boy wearing the jacket?
Is that a new jacket you're wearing?
Well, not really. It isn't mine. I found it in my brother's room.
You found it? Don't you mean you took it?
Well, he said it was okay. He doesn't wear it much.
That's nice of him. It goes well with your scarf.
Okay. Very good. Did you get all of the answers? All right. So what you can do is pause the video, go back and listen again, all right, and check your answers. Okay. All finished? Brilliant. Okay. Let's see if we got this correct. All right. What does she want Ben to do? Take better care of his boots. What is the customer not allowed to do? Take more than 5 pieces of clothing to try on. What does the girl tell the boy to do with the shirt? Change it for one that's the same. What's the problem with the shoes? They're too small. And why is the boy wearing the jacket? He borrowed it. Okay, borrowed. Borrow is when you take something from somebody, but then you give it back later. Okay, so he borrowed it from his brother. Very good. Did you get them all correct? Fantastic. Well done, everybody. Okay. So, that's it for today. Okay. Like I say, practice listening. Okay. And it's the more you practice, the better you'll get. Okay. Very good, everybody. So that's it for this week. All right, everybody, have a nice weekend. Stay safe, stay clean, stay at home. All right. And I'll see you next week. Bye-bye, everybody.